All right, so I constructed the open to close indicator. So 0 line is dead in the water, and I'm going to fatten up the indicator to the most fattenest setting. We edit this guy. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go for colors, and I'm going to put the fattenator on it. Just one thing to worry about there. And now we can see that's about as fat as we can get it, unless we're going to open up the editor and make it really fat, like candle fat. As soon as I go this way, though, we're going to lose our candlestick mode. But big up, big down, close only. This is what I'm looking at. Dead in the water before the explosion. Now the 4 hour is riskier than the 1 hour. You can tighten these up. This looks like a 6 pip move, open to close here. Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to get the indicator to paint me a window. Oh no, I got the 0.5 running. I was able to get 0.5 to come up. Now we got to go -5 now. So we'll add another level. And here's where you pick the closing. So supposedly the robot's going to emulate this behavior. So we'll add a level, and we'll go minus. I think you're allowed to put a minus in 0.5. Got it right. We're going to go for the. Oosh, I guess the colors are stuck. It's dotted. Oh, here we go. I'm going to make them black. Sorry. Black stands out. Lines. Gee, that both same now? I guess so. Okay, so we get rid of our stuff. And this way we can scroll through the time frames. So here it's like it's not a problem here. And here's the biggest sell-off. Histogram down, open to close of the, and that was the middle of the year. Huge smash. This is low ATR here. We could go either way on this trade. Given the right amount of pips on the grid, we don't have a pip grid up yet, but now on the 5, this is a huge up move. And the next move is not that much. So you'd see the filter here, you'd have to bring it down to less than, on a 5-minute chart, it would just come in right at the, like I say, 2 pips, 1 pip. Look at this crazy shit. Talk about, now, if you imagine levels here of 10, just count them out, or you could put fib levels in there, I suppose. You know, if you magically scroll through these time frames, everything's going to look beautiful once you get to a certain time frame. You'd be like, look at this. The 1 hour bot. And what's he looking for is, he's only going to get in here, so it eliminates these psychotic moves. There's no, breakout's over. In my opinion, if it's already moved, you just missed out. I mean, you just have to accept that. This big move from here to here, like at the end of the hour, you bought here like a fucking idiot and put a stop in there, inverted hammer. And this is the big down. So you'd have to get a whole scheme for this. You could have only take trades that are inside this 5. So you would have got in this trade. So go cherry pick the trades you would have taken. And you're cherry picking one bot. Right? He's going to get in here. So you only have people that are trading for you. They only take shit that ends up, or the robot only takes shit that ends up here. Now here's a killer entry. But they stop you out. You're getting in at this drift up close, but if you don't have a wide stop, you can't just bet one. See, this is the thing. There's no fucking way you're going to back test this. Look, it doesn't work. It only works 40. It doesn't matter. The other robot's making money on the other dumb shit, right? A structured bot or a trailing buy limit bot is picking this shit up. Or you got the half a fucking brain to realize that when this thing breaks out up here, it's going to rip back. So right now, you had to get in 2 hours ago, 30 minutes ago on this chart. You can also have somebody just hit non-directional trades when they see this. This is all you show them. You tell them, they'd probably say to you, why don't you get a robot to do that? You're torturing me. Oh, I also put the zero line in so we get some mental anchor. See, that's what you got to wonder, though. Are you hurting somebody's feelings by giving him a dumb job? And then what I want you to do is just watch it. Watch it? So the zero line makes it a little bit psychologically more appealing. You can see the zero line. Now we can see that mirror of open to close. So yeah, if you had somebody on the 1 minute chart, you're like, dude, get in right here. Don't mind these. What does it do when it closes? Hopefully you're cashing out here. You get in here before the insanity. But this is really the raw market. When the guy said, first you have to look at the raw data. How about this? You want a real eye-opener of like insanity, pure chaos. These are up moves and these are down moves off the zero line, 1 period ATR. So, you know, inside this window, there's a lot of trades on the 15. So if the data compression is, here, let's take 3 levels from max out. You know, you come in, these different views mean a whole different thing. Maybe you get in these big moves, big down. Maybe your threshold is, if it's down big, I'm getting in big. So what are your big entries? Unfair velocity, unfair value, unfair velocity. In here. Mark off or put in the levels thing. So here's where you start building your indicator, your template. And it's going to call up different levels, right? Different amount of risk. So let's go for some big kahuna trades here. I'm going to go 0, 2. So I'm going to go for 2. Set off the chart. Kinda. That's way too big. Let's just go 1. 10 pips, I think. And then minus 10. Please call. Please hold. Your call is very important to us, so 0.01. If you'd like us to call you back. Now, why does that look different? Because I fucking did it wrong. Well, yeah, 0.20. I mean 0.02. No, 0.20. Right. That's big. Okay. Maybe that's too far away. I forgot to make the other one minus. Isn't that crazy with this edit window? You have to triple click it to get it to just be the front of the... Oh shit, wrong side, it doesn't... There you go. Okay. Here we go. So you have to pick all these levels, and each one of these has to be another level of filter. Why are you making me do that? Just get a robot to do it. So, as you can see, look at this move on the monthly. Holy shit. So that's, that's more than 220 pips. Isn't that, now I gotta put the pip grid up. Okay. It's just too much work, man. Trust me. Okay, so we're gonna put in our, let's put in 100 pips. Because maybe that's 2,200 pips down. I guess with the big, we can make these a different color too. I guess that is 2,000 pips down. All right. So yeah, big down here of, so it's very easy to see open to close, which is actually, so here's the rhythm of the market. And even somebody that has a sell stop below this monthly to get picked up in the breeze, if they cashed out, they missed out on about 200 pips. So here's a nice view. That's the 100-yard line. And this is down, how many pips? Not on the, so, you know, if you buy here, you're taking a risk, even though it's saying, well, that's a very small move. Okay, it's dead in the water. The small body is your entry. You still have to get in long and short here with tight stops. So you're going to never be placing your orders. You're just going to put a math volatility order, and you're not going to put an order like, well, I have a trailing stop down. No. You may have a stop down there out of one of these tickets, but hopefully that ticket's going to make. So if you get in here and you have a stop here to get out here, it's not going to happen. Here to get out here, all these variations have to be in play for you to be a successful trader. So it's barely coming down. You're getting in, you're getting in. And according to this, you did not get stopped out. Once we closed up, if you had a stop here or here or here or here or whatever, you're going to have more than one ticket, I hope you know. Like I said, I don't know who's trading this shit from one dimension when the market's doing things like this. Like it's barely moving. Holy shit. No fill on the sell side bot, but the buy bot, 100 pips. Almost another 100. But when you see this big thing, here comes the sell bots, the counter bots, and here comes the counter bots. And they make their money. Right? If they didn't get stopped out, can't we see like a simple, do you really need to back test this on a robot? You cannot call this stuff out. You know, there's people out there that are so institutionalized. They're so rule-based. They can't conceptually, they can't just say, oh, that's big. Oh, you're pregnant? Oh, that's a big deal. As opposed to you're drunk. You're drunk, it'll wear off. And so we could also put in the 50 pip handles, and we can mark those off here. And this closed up, I would say, we have this set to 20. Oh shit! If I put up the 20 pip grid, I guess I'd have to find that. Maybe that's 20 pips. This is 5. Okay. I put up a 5 pip grid to find that. I'll just put a 10 for starts because I can't find it. It's down here at the bottom, probably. Okay, that's 10s. Here's the 5 handles. Maybe this is a different Okay, it's dotted, thank God. Okay, so that's another way to look at the market, is just from volatility. Man, look how quiet it is here. And both expansion scripts made money there. This one made more, but look at the structure trade on the guppy. You got a 10 pip window here. And now you're drifting up, and they'll be trapping people here. So you're going to sell off of this all night long for a pullback. Here's the little mini vac. Pop up in there, come back down here. So we're going to buy down here below the 100. And we would buy all next week, obviously, anything. So this way you can see the 5s. You can see the 10s, the 100s. Here's your closing. We could also have the classic, the ATR of histogram of high-low. Maybe your robot's going to compare the two, but I don't know if I could look at this stuff because I think my brain can get around a doji, right? I don't think I'm going to look down at this, but this is what a robot would see, and this is what you could tell it. Hey, when you're in here, get in. Get in at the market when you're in the anywhere between 20 and so it's only going to trade. You can see where it's going to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the only trades it's going to take. Right. So here, not a lot of money. Here, jury's out in a non-directional sense. If you were looking to go long, you got the okay to go long or non-directional here. You know, you're looking for the window. I'll put up the ATR H, which is just a histogram of this, of high and low, of just the range of each bar. Oh, where the fuck is it? Here, ATR. These are set fat. They should be set fat. Not exactly. We're going to go super fat. The Fat Meister. There you go. So it's a completely different view. Look at the drama of open to close and look at the expansion here. So if you have a robot that places stops on the highs and lows, he's only going to come in when he sees stuff here. So a true spinning top doji. So this qualifies. This is right at the border. This one's paired to this, which means you'd have to put on wider because the closing volatility's picked up. So maybe you have to set this threshold to like 10. Start getting in anything like this. Here, you're getting in. Here, you're getting in. You would have gotten something here. Maybe a buy stops here, sell stops here, and you're long at the market based on this last dead in the water, open to close. Right, makes sense. You're coming into Asia. Tomorrow's Friday. We're either going to retest this or we're going to come to here. Imagine simple targets of 50 pips, 100 pips. Fuck the Fibonacci. Sure, you can put it in there. Got a 618 way up here. Great. You want to make like money here. You know, money. Even this breakout, if you got the patience to wait, you're getting in on this guy, right? Low closing, low range. Maybe your robot's picky and it just gets in here. But if you're getting in here, you're a counter trend trader, in my opinion. Monster range, monster close, barely comes back. So you're not down that big. If you sold heavy, okay, you get killed later. But for the moment, now here, it's maybe not up big enough for you to sell. Maybe you have a sell threshold. Maybe you sell this one. This one you did make money. You have a variety of things. You can't just be a one-dimensional person. You have to be able to, roll with the punches, because, people are going to not like what you're doing. People are going to think you're arrogant if you have half a fucking brain. It's a real problem. I'm trying not to be an asshole, but apparently people, I don't know. Just because I'm saying what I think, I don't think it's a bad thing. But and to be critical is supposedly a bad thing too. Look at this trap here. At the climax of that. So yeah, could this keep going up? Is it an uptrend? Yeah, but it could also spill out of this tonight and fall in this glorious 200 pip hole and just keep melting and dripping down into that and just bum out everybody that thinks it's going up. Just like it did here. I mean, that's how it got to here in the first place. So depending on whether you were the guy that maybe you bought here and you're like, fuck, should have got out, motherfucker's underwater by just, like, there's got to be somebody that bought that. And they're going, dude, can't believe this. And they keep moving their stop. And it's coming after my stop, man. Okay, duh. But you're the one that chose to not be a, you're the one that chose to be a discretionary trader or a directional thinker. Because you could have, if you were looking for this to continue down and you just said, well, I guess I'm wrong. Look at this small range. Wow, look at this. So triggered. How many range triggers are there and how many triggers? My screen only paints to the edge there. I wish it did have like a pressure sensitivity. For the more angry you are, the bigger it writes. The Wacom tab probably does that. But so you'd be very selective in your entries here. I only get in here. That's it. That's my entrance. When it's not going anywhere, I get in. And then when it goes somewhere, I get out. Right, I get out, I sell. Maybe I sell. I get killed. Maybe I have tight stops. Maybe I'm just like, I'm long and short, and I'm kind of just not really killing it. And then maybe you have a threshold here. When we see a level here, we get out, we're flat. Or we're getting in. So how many extremes? Here's a monster extreme there. So maybe that is, you sell. But as soon as this drops off, here comes the breakout bots. So you constantly oscillating between breakout bots, limit orders, market orders. You have to have this array. You have to accommodate different kinds of market conditions. If you've ever made money quickly, then making it slowly is brutal. If you can't accept the fact that it's going to take a long time for you to hit your 200 pip wins, like if you bought this pullback stop hunt at the 100 and you waited till here, you can brag that, dude, look at this 200 pip. Okay, but you could have also got flat here and re-entered. So I've done that before. Just get the fuck out. Go back in half the size now. Right? There's so many ways to do it. There is no perfect way to do it, so it's ridiculous to even talk about trading in a way, because the size is so built around how deep your pockets are overall. You could also adjust this insanity to make sense with the other thing. So this is kind of like, I like the histogram thing because that's what I saw Alexander Elder use, and I thought it was pretty cool. So this is open to close, and this is the range of that move. So this is non-directional. This is just the range, and this is the how big up and down it is. And you could have it the other way. but I like the close on top of the range, I suppose. And this looks like volume. This is more like, and volume to me is the dumbest thing to put up there. Because it doesn't mean shit. All that matters is how far it fucking moved. At the end of the day, how big was the explosion? How much blood was on the wall, and where's the bones? The bones would be the closing prices. Like, where's the carcass? Where's the skeleton? And how many people got killed? So, the wagon had trailing. Oh, geez, going down. People love to say that shit. I told you so. I mean, the whole thing with this. Let me see. The people that want to, they don't think demo trading is real trading, dude. It's just trading. Now, if you have real money in that, what you're saying to me is you're scared of losing money, or you're afraid of money, or you don't have enough money. And let me see how big you're trading. Why would anybody want to see your real money account? They want to say, God, you only got $300 in your account, dude. Now, what if you've got $4,000 in your account and you're pulling out like $2,000 a week, and you just keep $4,000 in there? Like, you know what? I just don't like have more than $10,000 in there, because what if the broker goes out of business? How much money can you pull out of a 4,000? I mean, that's the contest. Fuck all this talk about, okay, open a demo, and here's a challenge. Whether it's real money or not, if you only got $2,000 in the demo, can you trade that without blowing it up? And if you can, when you go to switch to real money, are you going to lose your fucking mind like some type of pussy? You're just going to like, oh gosh, I can't believe. If you won the lottery, would you tell everybody? If you were making, like, if you just landed a new job, are you telling people about that? Oh, I'm making more money than I've ever made doing the dumbest shit just because I know what I'm doing. Everybody else is an idiot. If all of a sudden somebody said to you, hey, would you like to, you seem like a fairly dumb fuck. How would you like to do a dumb task for me? Sure. Can you show up on time? Oh, okay. You know, London Open? Yeah, that's the thing. You need just somebody that's kind of compliant, you know? You mean like a slave? Yeah, that's right. Like a sweatshop. Prop house sweatshop. Only hot girls allowed to trade. They trade in bikinis. You know, they got rid of the Miss Magical pageant. No more bikinis at the pageant. No more pageant. Okay, you know what? Time for the dykes to step up to the plate and win the fucking pageant. Yeah, we're like building houses. And we're chicks that build homes. Got hammers and shit. I'm just too angry, I suppose. I'm too exasperated by life. I'm fascinated by this open to close shit, though. I talked about it in the last video, and boom, there it is. Very fascinated. And so, what do you think, people? Are we going here? Like, this is what you should do. Signal service, a non-decisional signal service. Well, what we offer for $100 a month is, well, you can either bet. You bet bi-directional. Let's like, right? Bi-directional signal service. We can get all the LGBT people involved in that. There are people that are bis. So yeah, and we've got the 1 hour traders, the meth heads. Right? That's a bizarre view. And this looks just like volume. And this looks like an oscillator. That's the up-down oscillator. I was thinking about making a line, but I kind of like that threshold look. Because the line, it also gives me the bar count. See the price pulse better. I'm not crazy about lines and computers because the dithering fact. You know, how does it curve it out? Where the histogram's just in your face. There's no doubt what's going on there. Look at the psychosis here, though. Wow. I'm telling you, that's some hefty shit. Look at the range here. 222 pips. Now that I do know, that is going to be the number on the right is the pippage. That was a big move in 4 fucking hours, son. You're damn straight. And look how hard down. Down 160 full range there at 220. That's a heap and helping, and I'm using the same. All I did was change the math in that. I'm using ATR. I just took this ATRH and I made it open to close in the math scheme. All I did there, did some fancy adjusting there. So that used to say high-low. I made that close open. I thought open close would work, but that was upside down. This way, down hard is down off of 0. 0 my hero. Man, why don't they have it where I can delete those objects not in drawing mode? This is so fucking bullshit. To write those people. It's like, why would you do a system like that? I can't delete all objects. I have to open up the drawing tab. I'm in drawing mode. For God's sakes, that should just stay open, dude. You should, from that open tab, I should be able to turn on and off the fucking... Let's just draw a box. Oh, here you go. Draw your own boxes, but you can't move them. Yeah, you can't move them. So, yeah. And you can see the... lack of volatility, lack of closing volatility. Starts to dry up. Big explosions coming. There ain't no way forward here. So, yeah, I mean, goes on forever. Plus, here's the liquidity trap trades. Right above the round. That's the guppy. Like tagging Baghdad 100. Come up here, tagging back. I mean, it's just tagging back all day on this thing. I'd be long off that wick. Here comes the sellers. So, like I said, there's the trap. I think they already trapped these fuckers. Oh, well. Coming in Asia now. That's what happens. I told you got a lot to learn about Asia, son. And ladyboys come out at night. Be careful. Okay, here we go. They may look appetizing, but them's chicks with dicks, son. That's what you got. There's a heaping help and a dick. I think they're trapping these people, though. Actually, the bears now. So there's real time there. So has real. Oh, look at that big explosion there. Real time. Yeah. So I think they trapped these guys. But see, the spread sucks. So you wouldn't have even got that price. You'd barely make that ask price. You might make it now. So imagine your buy limit is the top of that box. So your stop needs to be pretty healthy on this. Put a big stop here. So we're waiting to get our first fill of a 1K. Some guy was asking what a 1K is. Yeah, that's 0.01 lot or not 0.01. Look at the volatility. Look at that. There's volume. It's just like, I can put the volume up. I'll show you how much it sucks. Insert, and it's actually got its own thing. Volumes. Volumes. I'm going to go big black. Oh, didn't say that. Okay, it's the line. But look, I've got the... I got some numbers on that. Oh, no, wait, I fucked up. That's the wrong thing I put in there. Oh, I fucked up the program. I've had this before. Yeah, what happens is if you edit something, it restacked these. Fuck. We'll just... I don't know if you know what I mean, but trust me. We can just show volume here. It's there. We gotta change the color of that. Colors. Volumes. I don't think we can change the thickness though. Damn it. But trust me, it doesn't even compare. Look at the dynamic range of range as opposed to volume. There's not enough. So here's low volume here. I don't know. It's broker dependent. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I cannot exit based on this number. It means nothing. I don't think you can probably see what I'm talking about, but you could draw a trend line on this. It's going to hit that range. You projected for it to keep increasing. Look at these wicks. Look at this crazy shit. That's the 1 minute chart, by the way. So here the volume, you barely see it. The volume just doesn't give you the spikeage. Look at the spike here. You know, it doesn't even compare. Drama's just not there. See, look at these spikes here. Look at this thing ramping up. Yeah, big volume. It's a stupid number. You can't trade it. It's right on the chart. Good Lord, get rid of it. Computer's too slow to even tape what I'm taping. I let the computer go to sleep. It can't come out of sleep. What a piece of shit. How can you fuck up Windows? How can you fuck something like that up? It's sitting there. My tablet keeps asking me if I want to update now. I updated it so it would start properly. It's like Windows RT. It's like, why don't you just give me the embedded? Put Windows XP Pro on a chip. How much would that be? They should sell just the chip of the fucking Pro. Can I just have the chip? Embedded. Solid state boot. Boom, you're in. Next question. Why all this fucking connection? I don't want to be connected. Fuck them. Anyways, that's my video.